My second, which I think is really poignant for today's presentation, is we don't learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. And that was said by John Dewey, one of the forefathers of experiential ed. And so tonight, if you look over here on the left side of the screen, here's the different techniques that I've kind of named. And we're going to kind of go through each one of these techniques, talk about why it's important, why that's a technique and how it differentiates from some of the others. And then I'll present a couple of different tools, some that are really easy for you to make on your own. Some of them are commercial products, so just know that. But also, I got my start in this field by making my own stuff because at the time there were not a lot of products and props that were available. So I made a lot of them. So I'll kind of share with you, here's different ways that I create them or come up with them and things like that. So really, if we think about it, the main intent of using experiential activities with groups is to surface a behavior, to teach content, or to develop and reinforce skills. And that right there, when I had to come up with a definition of like, why do we do experiential activities? It kind of boiled down to these three things. I intentionally use experiential activities to surface a behavior, to teach content, or to develop or reinforce a skill in my participants or teams or things like that. So with that, then I think reviewing and debriefing activities can do that same thing. And that's where our participants will help apply what they're learning back to the real world. So it's not just fun and games for the sake of doing fun and games. There's intentionality and purpose. And I think that also helps if you've got people coming in with crossed arms because they've heard this team building stuff is, maybe they don't like it, or if they've had a poor experience in the past, that if we at least communicate our intent and share with them why we're doing what we're doing, and then have some really good application pieces back to the real world, that's where we can regain some of those people that might come in with crossed arms.